Hi, my name is Candy McCullough, and I've been in Rockdale County since 1961. My mom and dad are from Indianapolis, Indiana, and my dad is in the stone business. And he decided to franchise down south and started Miami Stone of the Southeast. At the time, there were two high schools. One was Rockdale County High School, one was J.P. Carr. I went to Rockdale County High School. Later, I went to J.P. Carr as a middle school. We called it junior high. We were the first class to go into J.P. Carr. Raising children here, of course, married and raised children here, but and started working for Rockdale County. I worked temporarily as a temp for veteran service and under George Langford, and that was interesting. I learned a lot about veterans. Then I worked for Dan Ray in the tax commissioner's office temporarily. And then I applied and got the job of business license coordinator in planning and development. Of course, we've seen a lot of changes. We became public services and engineering, and then general services and engineering, and now we're back to planning and development. When we first moved down in '61, it was mostly farmland, very quiet, rural town. Had to drive to see your friends way out. A lot of pastures and cows and things like that. There were a few locally owned businesses in downtown Conyers. A few of them are still here. Well, some of the businesses that we still like to go to: Beasley's Drug, Still Lumber, Puritan Cleaners. I'm excited about the future of the county. Of course, we've come a long way. In 1988, my brother was elected as county commission chair. He was in his low 30s, so he was a little whippersnapper. He was excited, loved the county, had two sons that he was excited about, and he wanted to improve the transportation system here, the traffic and transportation, the land planning, the recreation facilities, and water independence. Those were his four big topics. And as I was going through some of the newspapers, I found a few things, and I wrote them down, that in the decades since that he asked for those were his campaign focuses. The county's land use plan won an award for the best in the state. The much needed road improvements, and this is according to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, much needed road projects were completed, such as the Parker Road Bridge. The county bought the water system and built a $24 million reservoir. And there are new parks all over Rockdale, including a nature park in the south, a massive ballpark in the north, and an indoor pool and gymnasium in the middle, which is, of course, is Johnson Park. And this is not just a proud sister talking. This is what we all felt at the time, because he actually made Rockdale County a better place. The upgrade of the Rockdale in Review, which is now your department. In '94, my son was taking a video camera and going out to all the different meetings and then taking it back and putting it on the loop at the courthouse. They upgraded that in '96 and started the Rockdale in Review. And my son Brian Lunsford was very instrumental in getting that program going. The Harrelson Mill Covered Bridge, that was one of my favorites. It's beautiful, it's unusual, it brings visitors to Rockdale County. The county seal, it was created by a Rockdale County High School graduate and one of our friends, Joey Gouge, and Randy adopted it. And the courthouse renovations and the expansion of the courthouse, that was a really needed thing around Rockdale. There's more courtrooms now, and they could go faster. The regional planning that he liked. He was one of the founding fathers of the Georgia Veterans Memorial Park, which is a very important thing to our family. We're very, very patriotic in our family and support the veterans. And some of the things I thought were pretty neat for our department as planning and development was that he wanted to do a contest. He wanted a developer to take about 300 acres and throw out all the zoning codes and actually develop something, just come up with something creative and develop something. Of course, it never really happened, but it was still a really neat thing. It was a neat idea. It just didn't come through. And one of my other favorite things are my letters from him, thanking me for good customer service when I get a compliment. I have those letters, and that was really, really cool. And the fact that his employees, or the employees of Rockdale County, I wouldn't even call them his, but the employees of Rockdale County were number one. And he thought that everything that was accomplished in Rockdale County was due to the employees. He said they were the ones that were the knowledgeable ones. They were the ones that were running everything. They were the experts in the field. And he put all the credit for everything to the county employees.